Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Boxing Disciple coming at you with some news, some info, some stuff to educate the casual fans out there in the boxing world. I am just one of many boxing channels, but hopefully, you guys think I'm one of the best channels out there, and you keep listening. That's all I care about. Please give me as much info as you guys can. Something you want me to say, some video you want to hear. Please hit me up because I'm always trying to make different videos, and new informational videos, some new topics. Definitely want to educate everyone, casual fans included, people who just started watching boxing recently who don't know much and want to know something else. Want to know a little more so when they go to a party, when they go out, they're at a boxing event, they can hold their own in a conversation. We are 1 week away from the biggest spectacle on earth, the biggest event. We're talking the best boxing match in what, 6, 7 years? I mean, this is honestly, you know, I am so happy. I'm overjoyed with what's going to happen. I mean, we're looking at Canelo Alvarez versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. in just a great match, a match the fans wanted, a match the world wanted. We're finally going to see, there's no bullshit, there was no hiding, there was no running. This isn't 2009 where they just could not make Manny versus Floyd. This is happening. This is the best fight for boxing right now, and it's not the only thing on that night, guys. It's not like olden days where we have one fight and we're waiting around the whole night for that fight. No, not at all. Here we have a great undercard, co-main event, amazing. This could headline a Showtime card and draw in at least 1 million viewers. This could also possibly be a pay-per-view fight, a lead pay-per-view fight. Okay, we're looking at Danny Garcia versus Lucas Matisse. Another great, great fight. I mean, that's fireworks. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm excited either way. Alright, if that wasn't enough, two amazing undercard fights, two amazing fights were added. We got Ishe Smith versus Carlos Molina. Wow. That's going to be a great fight for the 154-pound division. Two guys that want to go at it, want to scrap, want to fight, that are great fighters. Ishe, has found his own. He's found his rhythm. He's ready. Carlos is ready. I mean, these are great fights that you can't turn your eyes away from come Saturday the 14th. You guys will not be able to sit down. You're not going to be able to grab a beer in the back. Make sure you're ready from the get-go. All right? Because every fight, fireworks. All right, and to start the card might be the best fight. Either of these fights could go down as the greatest fight that night. I don't know what it is. We're looking at Theo Payne versus Cesar Cano. All right, another great fight. Two guys who are going to go at it, who are going to scrap. Man, this is going to be a card. All right, I'm very, very happy with what Showtime is doing. They're not just throwing us one fight. It's not a pay-per-view event with one fight. We're not looking at Cotto Mayweather a couple years ago. I don't even know what, we're not, even that had a great undercard with Sugar Shane Mosley versus Canelo Alvarez. Even that had a great one. But who else was on that card, I mean, they're not doing it like this. Nobody's doing it like this. Pacquiao versus Margarito, who's on the undercard of that? Pacquiao Cotto, who's on the undercard of that? I can go on and on. Pacquiao Marquez 3, who was on the undercard of that? I mean, guys, nothing. This is four amazing fights. Four amazing fights that I think everybody needs to see and will see. Okay, but I'm going to get into it. I'm going to get into why I'm on this video, what I'm talking about. Canelo Alvarez versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. Will the weight matter? All right, huge topic. It's been on YTBC channels. It's been commented on. It's been talked about for a really long time since the fight was called. Will the weight matter? I'm here to clarify some points, and I'm here to tell you what is going to happen and will the weight matter. Okay, I'm going to talk about Canelo Alvarez first. Canelo Alvarez, big boy, strong, powerful guy. All right, this is at a catch weight. It's at 152 pounds. I do not see that as a problem for a young, hungry Canelo at 23, very capable of doing this to make weight. Now, if he's the same age as Floyd, we got a problem. That's very tough to lose 2 pounds when you're in your mid-late 30s. But 23 years old, the right nutritionist, the right plan, he can definitely do it. Not a problem, guys. All right, he's actually on par. He looks really good. The 7-day weigh-in, he was a little bit over 157, so that means he's got to lose 5 to 6 pounds in a week. He can definitely do that. That can definitely be done. The right way a nutritionist can put you on, it can definitely be done. Weight cutting, a simple thing. He's done it thousands of times. He'll do it again. I got no, worries about him coming at 152 and looking amazing, feeling amazing. He's gonna feel great on fight night, no problem. Another thing I want to go over is a lot of you guys out there, you think that Canelo fights at 172, 173, he hydrates that much. That actually only was the case against the Austin Trout fight. He came in that night weighing 172 because he wanted extra muscle, he wanted extra oomph, he wanted to be bigger, he wanted to be the same size as Trout. That's why he came in at that weight. If you look at other fights, Josecito Lopez, Sugar Shane Mosley, he came in at 167, guys. That's the fight he comes in at. That's what he feels most comfortable at. All right, so this whole thing of, is Canelo going to come in bigger? Is he going to come in at the 172? What's he going to do? Should he lose a few pounds to be a little faster? Well, guys, he doesn't have to lose a few pounds. He usually comes in at 167. That's his usual weight. It was just the Trout fight he decided to go up. He decided to jump up those 5 pounds to have that extra muscle to combat against Trout. For this fight, definitely not an issue. He will not do that. He's going to want the speed, he is, but he's not going to give up his power. That's a valuable asset in this fight. He definitely wants that. He wants to feel comfortable. When you're in a fight, you want to feel the most comfortable. You don't want to, a fight like this against Floyd Mayweather Jr., the king, you don't want to fuck around and oh, I'm going to come in at 164 so I can be faster. You might not. You might feel sluggish and you might feel shitty. He doesn't want to mess around with that. That's why I'm predicting Canelo to come in at about 166, 167. Okay, he will have, on fight night, about a 15-pound advantage, okay, which I do not think will matter. It will not matter in this fight because Floyd has dealt with it before, and Floyd will always be dealing with it. Since Diego Corrales and before, he's been dealing with bigger guys, bigger weights, So what, 15 pounds to him won't do anything. Victor Ortiz came in at 167 on fight night. I didn't see a big difference there. I didn't see Victor tossing him around like a rag doll. I didn't see any of that. I saw Floyd picking apart punches. In a few times, I did see him go to the ropes, but I saw Victor, miss everything when he got him to the ropes. And I think Canelo's going to do the same thing. He's going to try to power him, see if he can take him to the ropes, but he'll miss everything. And I think Floyd, the slick Floyd that he is, the great defensive fighter that he is, will get away and cause the fight back in the middle of the ring for the action. So yeah, I see Canelo coming in at about 166, 167. The weight will not be a matter. He's going to have the same power. He's going to be comfortable, but don't look for a guy super fast. Don't look for a guy quicker. Don't look for a guy slower. Look for Canelo Alvarez in this fight. Look for what he did with Sugar Shane. He wanted to fight a slick, fast, black fighter. He's fighting that in Floyd Mayweather Jr. He's going to come in at 167. He is going to try to match him. He's going to try to match the speed, the power that Floyd has, but he will not change up the pace. He will come in at 167. That's what I'm guaranteeing. He will not be different. He will be the same fighter. Not be drained, be perfect, be ready to go, have that adrenaline, but I do not think weight will be a matter in this fight. Size won't be a matter either. Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Canelo are the same height. If you guys have been looking at the All Access shows, you guys have been looking, they're the same height. Okay, another thing that I don't know if you guys know, Floyd has a 1-inch longer reach. Okay, so Canelo doesn't even have the reach that he has, which means he cannot set up those perfect shots. Floyd's going to automatically know the angles, know the reach, know what he has to do, and accomplish it. He's going to know how to get away from punches. He's going to know exactly what to do, which is one thing I think Austin Trout didn't have. Okay, I know Canelo is super, powerful, super pumped up from what he did to Trout, which, let's look back. He won a close decision, guys. I had Canelo winning. I saw the fight. He did a great job, but I really think anywhere else that's in the MGM Grand, or that's not Canelo. Imagine it being somebody else, but the same exact fight. Trout definitely, in most people's eyes, won that fight. it could have gone 50-50. I don't think, Canelo did enough. I think Canelo did enough to win with the knockdown, but you take that away, I think Trout won that fight. So, I think this is taking it up a notch. This is like skipping high school. This is like getting straight A's in eighth grade for Canelo. Then he went to college. Mayweather's leaps and bounds better than Trout. He will find out on fight night. Weight will not be an issue. I think Floyd will have no problem matching him, no problem moving him, no issue. I know that a lot of people out there are saying Canelo's so strong. He's going to move him side to side. Listen, Canelo's no Mike Tyson, guys. All right, it's not like he's KOing every fighter he faces. All right, he knocked down Trout, but he didn't KO him. He did get a TKO over Josecito, who's two weight divisions lower, by the way. Just saying. I'm not impressed with that, and I don't think he's going to knock down or knock out Floyd. I really don't. I think Floyd will adapt. He'll know what to do. We've all know Floyd can take a punch. Chop, chop, Corley, Shane Mosley. We've seen it. And I think this is going to be a great fight. I do, but I don't think weight matters. I don't think size matters. I think skills matter. This is chess, not checkers. And even though Canelo will be a great chess player one day, he's not ready yet. I'm sticking with my Floyd pick of unanimous decision. But I just want to tell you guys, I don't think weight matters. I think on fight night we're looking at Floyd coming in at about 151, maybe 152. And we're looking at Canelo coming in at 167. But I don't think it'll matter. I don't think the weight will matter. And I know Floyd's going to win this. So you guys have any comments? Anything you want to add to it, please hit me back up. I hope this helped you out on Canelo vs. Floyd, the weight issue.